Live here, of course, in the Philippines. Our tech team, of course, is in Quezon City, and I am somewhere. So, and we had our first segment earlier. It was so much fun, and it was very relaxed, and that is what we're going for. And it's just a hang. It's a session, pretty much, and no pressures. And we're just gonna be having conversations. And poetry just happens to be our medium. So, and this is our second segment, and we're very excited for people to share their voices, their souls, and their point of views about their advocacies and how to empower, especially with the COVID-19 crisis that we have that is spreading all over the world right now. We have to find our inner strength. And how do we do that? We'll find out with maybe we can find that out in one of our poets tonight. And we have our poets from Singapore and also from the Philippines, of course. And we have people watching over the world. And I know that there are some people watching from Canada and from the United States. And hopefully we get some people also to join in our roster for next week. So that's going to be opening up tomorrow. So just check us out on our social media platforms. That is on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course here at YouTube. So I'd like to thank our sponsors before we dive into the ocean of poetry. I'd like to thank our sponsors, of course. We have Z Hostel Philippines. And we would love to thank Expat Choice Asia, one of the most respectable lifestyle publications in the region, showing the different options of what expats can call home wherever they are. So, and we'd love to thank, of course, for me, I love their coffee. I absolutely love their coffee. And Dream Wide Awake, PH, thank you so much for believing in us. And of course, we have Tambayan Gastro Bar in Malata. And after all of this, you can shoot away and really taste their super, super awesome sisig. I love their sisig very much. And of course, we know that they have weekly shows there in Tambayan. And Saturdays, of course, we have the open mic there, open for everyone. So just like this platform here at We Poetry, we remain ever open to all poets from anywhere in the world to share what they really want to talk about, and using poetry as their medium. So we're very, very excited because this is our first episode, yeah! And we're going for a second episode next week. Watch out for that. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. I heard it's going to be heartbreak. Okay, you did not hear that from me. So anyway, let's go back to empowering people again. So and through this healing process, and I know that our first poet slash musician slash singer slash songwriter, who I met at the Philscap Songwriters Night Select. My goodness, let us all welcome the Queen from the Philippines versus.
Hey, the Queen of the City has graced your screen.
Ooh,
Hi. Yeah.
Majesty. Welcome to We
Hello.
Poetry.
Welcome. Oh, I'm honored to be in the show. Thank you for putting this all together. I am in the bedroom. It's really personal. This is the first time I've ever done something like this. Up close.
Stay brave. All right, take us on a journey versus.
So, you want to go on a journey?
Absolutely.
Since since the world is dark at this very moment, we need to follow the lanterns. I'm so tired to think about a lover's touch in the night. I'm so tired to tell myself that he's gonna come around. It's hard to believe that a man can see my light when the night falls. It's hard to believe that love can go knocking on your door, stepping on higher ground. Gray, gradation. Gradation is a process. Living is a dying process, and I'm never going to change that cycle's progress. Love is a cure for the brokenhearted. Only the rich can afford the bottle. The damned are living in a third world country. How can love feed the damned and the starving? I'm so drained. with the thought of romance. I need to choose between survival and euphoric demands. It's hard to dream of a life where he kisses all your problems, telling you he'll stay when the high becomes a downfall. Radiant from the start, darkens when the ground crumbles. The flare in his eyes, they begin to lose the sparkle. And then you find yourself back lying on the pavement, wishing that your life can be harmless. But living is a dying process, never gonna change that cycle. It's progress. Love is a cure for the brokenhearted, but only the rich can afford the bottle. The damned are living in a third world country. How can love feed the damned? They're starving. So I, I see the lanterns in the city, and I don't need a lover to help me see. Been through all the lies and the cries of living in the city. So now I'm gonna follow the lanterns to be a star, to be that superstar in the city. Lanterns. Thank you.
Oh my
Well,
goodness! Wait, versus.
yeah,
Um, I performed with you at the Music Museum,
yeah.
and I recognize those words. Did you just do jukebox poetry?
Jukebox poetry. Oh no, these are my lyrics to my songs that I felt like would
Yeah.
would work. Would work.
No, no.
I'm not because I'm not a poet. I This is the first time that I actually tried spoken word. But I
Um,
am an actress because I did graduate from BUP Theater Arts. So I thought that maybe that would work. So it's one of my songs gonna be released soon.
awesome sauce. Actually, that is in poetry. That's what we call jukebox poetry when you
Oh,
share the lyrics of a song. So, wow, you did jukebox poetry. Look at you, and you were like owning it.
sorry, didn't
Wow.
know. Thank you so much.
You know, and
I'm
I think
yeah.
sorry, Your Majesty. I mean, the
No,
Queen. Sorry.
it's okay. Please speak, Mr. Lacan the poet. Please speak.
Uh, oh, oh. I think a lot of like musicians and songwriters and singers don't realize that most songs, in my opinion, most songs
Yeah.
are poems,
Oh
and
yeah.
I love the lyrics of your song. So it's like check, 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 check.
Thank you.
I
Thank you so
love
much.
love, and the message of the song is also very very powerful.
It's empowering and to heal. So, it's just that when I was making songs, I started writing songs when I was 7 years old, and I always made sure that I start with the lyrics because that's where you can, what I call this one, you can uh, converse with the listeners. Because a song is more than just sound or music; it's also words, right? Like sometimes it's sound and music, but
Versus your versus. I think you are mute right now.
oh, okay,
I can't.
there
Oh,
we go.
okay.
Back.
Awesome
Okay,
stuff.
I'm
Okay,
back.
we're back.
Sorry.
It's
I'm
alright.
sorry about that. So, yeah, as I said, when I was 7 years old, I started writing songs because for me, poetry and songs go hand in hand, like poetry and music. And it's important to convey your message through a song. And what better way to do that than write? And yeah, as you pointed out, songs are poetry. And that's why Bob Dylan is a part of the a part of the what I call it,
Woohoo!
the Hall of Fame. And I feel like Taylor Swift's gonna be there soon enough because of her songs. They're all storytelling. They're all a form of poetry. And I hope I'd be there too. So one day.
One day, and the
Yeah.
road is paved, so might as well walk on it, Your
Well,
Majesty, Queen.
gotta walk with my pink carpet and my
Ooh.
glittery highlights because we gotta
Uh,
go to the Grammys first, honey. We gotta go to the Grammys first, Billboard first. We gotta go to UK charts, top it all up.
I just want to share when we did like the run through, we did like a TDR, technical dress rehearsal for a music
Yeah.
museum for FESCAP. Goodness, when we were doing TDR, you went on stage in full in your attire already. We were just like, I feel so underdressed right now. Should we like go? dress up, you know,
Yeah.
and you were going full on. We're just like, oh shoot, we're pressured, you know. And it was and when the first time I saw you, and I first heard your song, I was like, ooh, that's poetry, people, that's poetry, you know.
Thank you.
And it's such a powerful message and voice. So, and now you know you're a poet.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. I know it now. And even theater always theater taught us that you have to be ready 1,000% all the time, because and you got to give it your best, because you never know when you're gonna be there next. The ephemerality of performing live, you don't know if it's gonna be replicated again. That's why when we were in the music museum, I gotta be me, even if it's just a dress
Mm,
rehearsal. And I feel
absolutely.
like it's actually part of life, that you gotta give it your best. You gotta give it your all. You gotta be brave. You gotta be empowered, even if there are risks and there are fears. You gotta
Ab-
what do you call this one? You gotta beat all the odds. So
Here, here. Now, I know that there will be some people who would love to know the song and now the music with your lyrics and now the song. So where can they catch that?
you can catch my songs on Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube, and all the online music stores by searching Versus Dance Floor. That's my first song that I've released. It's out, and it's under Viva Records, and I'm so happy that Viva and I are working together to really bring a new kind of art form to the world. And they actually I'm really grateful for them. And you should be you should you should be prepared, because we have a lot in store for everybody that's listening and watching. And yeah, go to YouTube. That's the easiest way to go. Versus Dance Floor. It's under Viva Records' page. So you'll see the beautiful things
Awesome.
on the internet. Viva
Fantastic.
Lorena, long live the queen.
The rain, and you know what, your rain is gonna be long and it's gonna be full, and I we can't wait for more songs and more poetry coming from you, and we'd love to have you back here at We Poetry,
I
you
miss
know.
all
And
of you.
I
Yeah,
miss you.
I miss you. Thank you for this opportunity. I miss hearing your voice, your sexy voice on the speakers. It's butter like. It's kind of like Kristoff from Frozen. So it's like,
Oh,
spread that butter,
uh,
baby. I'm joking. No, Miss
spread
Indigo.
it.
That was Miss Indigo. If you're listening to this, then no, I'm not hitting on your boyfriend. Yeah, I'm just complimenting his voice. I already have my boyfriend, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Hello, boyfriend of versus. So, yep, it was
Yes,
a just plain simple compliment. Yeah. Thank you, though. Thank you so much. And you know what? I think we need to plan for like a reunion for Phil Scout
we
Select.
do.
Yeah, we
Honestly,
do. We'll have
yeah.
that. So, thank you again, versus from the Philippines, poet. Right there we go. Thank you so much, versus, and I
Bye. Love ya.
love
I'm
you.
a,
Bye.
bye.
Okay, now from the halls of poetry of Queen versus, it's going to be very interesting because we're going to go now, and since there's the Queen, there is the government, right? And when there's a government, there is politics involved, and when there's politics, there's always social justice that's going to be prevailing. So this next poet, she's really going deep into the social justices that we need to uphold every day. And she is a spoken word artist, and she loves going on stage and taking it out there and sending a message that this is justice. But this next poet, so welcome, Joey. Hello, Joey. Oh, boo.
Hello.
Hello. All right.
Hi. I'm
All
so
right,
nervous.
Joey. Welcome to We Poetry.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm nervous, you said. I think I caught that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y-
I'm so nervous right now.
You know what? It's interesting. Just before I let you have and revel us in your poetry. I'd love to. I have people, poets always ask me like, I'm so like nervous and stuff like that, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I am nervous every single time. But you know what? Um, I'm gonna use Tagalog. I'm in my own country, okay, so I can speak Tagalog. Um, Sabi ko sa nila, matakot ka kapag wala nang kaba. Kasi ibig sabihin nun, hindi mo na mahal ang mga tula. Ay, may ganun!
Ganda.
May
Ganda.
ganun. Ayan, balik tayo sa English.
Ano ba yan? Gusto ko pa naman mag-Tagalog. Charot.
Oh, di pati tayo
Okay.
mag-Tagalog naman. I mean, hindi tayo, bansa natin to. It's
We're
okay.
global.
And we're global, and we should never be ashamed and apologize for our own cultures. So if you want to do poetry here and read poetry in Chinese, go. If you want to do it in French, go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So let's all welcome, taking the limelight here at We Poetry right now, Joey.
Hi guys. My name is Joey. I'm a spoken word artist. I usually write or perform about social politics and mental health. Uh, Contrary dun sa introduction sa akin kanina about social justices, ang ipe-perform ko po ngayon, ang hinanda ko ay patungkol sa mental health. The title of this piece is Tell Anxiety Not Today. At the busy street of the high, I walk in the midst of the crowd unnoticed. But unlike them, I notice every little thing. Every freaking little thing. The way the group of girls pose trying to have an IG worthy picture as if they were Diwaras trying to allure men through their beauty. The couple who walks like a princess and princesses, blessed by happily ever after. The mother that forbidding her son to snoop around saying, "Bahala ka, may mumu dyan, kukunin ka nila." Everyone seems happy. I am happy too, but doesn't seem to matter. Then out of nowhere she came. The nightmare that just like a daydream, as Taylor Swift song says. I beg her not to come over. This isn't a party, and if it does, she won't be invited. But she opened the door with a key that I never hand her over. She does not need to ask for it. Anxiety is like your best friend crashing to your house without notice. The thing is, she is not my best friend. Stop for a moment as I made my entrance to the bookstore. Suddenly, the bookstore became a haunted forest. It was too dark for me to come over. My favorite part of every bookstore is the poetry section. You'll also find me on the inspirational shelves finding peace on its pile of books. But I find myself staring blankly at the reference section. Yes, at the reference section. I am doomed. I've never strayed on this bookstore part ever. I plead again. I told anxiety, not today. I am here for my friend's event. But she acted like she didn't care. She actually does not care. She held me captive in my own body as if there's a knife on my side waiting for my wrong move, then I die. No. Suicide didn't join the party. Good thing he did not. Goblins might be busy having coffee at the Starbucks. Depression is on her way. Can feel her. Doubt has arrived. I told them to stop. But anxiety does not fear. She's friends with her, so nothing could stop her now. And then I saw a familiar face. He's like one of the gods from Philippine mythology. He smiled and asked me, "How am I?" He smiled. During the moment, all I wanted is to cry. I wanted to scream. I wanted to shout. I wanted to ask for help. But anxiety does not approve. She told me that this familiar face in front of me won't care. Then I smiled and said, "I'm okay." So I wish he could see me gasping for air. Anxiety told me, "Don't make a scene." Like, she's like my mother, stopping me from having a tantrum. The thing is, she's not my mother. I'm like a moon being swallowed by a bakunawa This moon-eating beast swallowed my courage to speak up, crushed every part of me. It devours my flesh and it tears me into pieces. I am lost for words and absences, just walking aimlessly, hoping someone would notice, someone that would actually care. Looks like a decade when I reached the event's venue. I was about to perform in front of the crowd. As I stand in front of them, suddenly, each audience looks like encantos in my eye as if they're all waiting for me to eat the black rice. I plead again. It's a minute breakdown. Told anxiety, not today. I need to perform right now. She just smirked and didn't say a word. She just played with her fingers in the air as if giving me a cue to begin. That night, I was able to perform, but I messed up. Someone approached me. So you're a writer. I presume you're lonely. I smiled bitterly. As the conversation continued, at least you make good poetry out of your loneliness. Then I heard a chuckle from anxiety. Slowly, darling, got you. For without me, you cannot create a good poetry. And I'm not here for a story. Who told you that you can mess up with my feelings just to make good poetry? And I realized that good poetry is not only created with anxiety. I am a writer, a storyteller of my own. I am not anxiety itself. I may be a woman with anxiety, but it does not define me. So do you. So the moment anxiety crash over to wherever you are, give all your strength to shoo her away. Tell anxiety, not today, not ever. Thank you po.
Wow. Okay, you know what's with tonight? The we can I like
I'm
can,
so-
to be honest, since the first poet, there are times I would just say time out. Can I have time out? This is like this is powerful stuff. Oh my goodness. You know what stuck with me in your poem? People might like say that, people would say, oh, but it doesn't have enough imagery, it doesn't have like, whatever. But like for me, it stuck because it, I don't know, it just homed on me when your line, she's not my mother. It just, oh, um, I had, I had really, really terrible depression, recently. And I felt that. I felt that I couldn't I couldn't come home even to myself. That like I couldn't even say mother because she's not my mother. Like I just felt like everybody was just um wasn't listening, and I felt that. And your poem was just it's an eye awakening moment because like then you just pick up yourself and you just say, no, it does not own me. It does not define me. And um, wow. I mean, I'd like to know when you wrote this poem.
yeah.
Um, when you finished, when it was done, and then you read it, what did you feel when you read it and then you finished reading it for the first time?
Um, I actually had a hard time writing this piece. It's actually it should be it's my first time sharing this piece because it became too personal. I was tasked to perform on a stage. Then the the theme should be about encantos, about Philippine mythology, aswang, mangkukulam like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was able to when I was writing this, I'm having a hard time. It's like 3 weeks. 3 weeks ko
Mm-hmm.
siyang sinulat. Then, hindi siya matapos-tapos. Then, after doon, hindi pa rin siya yung pinasa kong kesa.
Mhm.
Then, because it became too personal. Then, earlier, it was not this piece na plinano ko. I was
Mm.
about to perform the piece that Indigo Indigo said that whenever I perform that, nararamdaman niya yung feelings ko. So, and then, nung nabasa ko to, it's like, this time, it's the debut of this piece. Everybody needs to hear this because
Yeah.
lahat tayo may pinagdadaan. Every one of us is struggling, like, we're in the quarantine, hindi rin maganda yung nangyayari. Kapag nakakulong ka, you have anxiety and you cannot go outside to meet your friends, to meet your home, to meet
Yeah.
some people, to go to your comfort zone. If it's not your home, then and felt that everyone should own their body, their mind, that we always need to be kept in mind na this is just anxiety. This is just a phase. You will get through with this. Then this kaya ako nagsulat. That's why I write. It's to give hope to everybody that you have someone that will listen to you like that. So
And I didn't just listen to a poet tonight. I was listening to a human being who cried before and then suddenly said, "You know what? No, not tonight. Not today. Not ever." And you feel that darkness and then suddenly light shines and then you realize it's yours, that you are your own light. And it's beautiful. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you so much. You don't know how much you affected me tonight because I feel so like, kaya na kasi sobrang aligaga ako. I was so like hyper, but now I'm happy, but I'm calm. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. You're
Thank you for sharing that. And I bet a lot of the people who are viewing this and who will view this, that they can find peace of mind, and assurance, in the words that you shared with us tonight. Thank you.
You're welcome. To all the people, yes, well, um, there's someone that will actually be there for you, and that someone should always be you. Should always have yourself.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh,
Oh my. Oh, okay.
naiyak na din ako.
Wait lang, live to. Ano nangyayari? Teka lang,
Oo
pati
nga,
ako
ano ba yan?
naiiyak din ako. Ano ba to? Okay. Whew, whew. But you know what?
Kasi kasi after ng mga performance ko, lagi akong yumayakap ng isang tao. Tapos ngayon, bawal yumakap ng kahit na sino. Lagi
You
kami
know, but
nagayakap ni Indigo after ng mga performance namin.
uh,
I miss you guys. Anyways,
but you know what? I mean, when this COVID 19 crisis gets lifted, let's all meet up, and I think it's time to heal. I mean, it's time to reach out. It's time to like say, you know what? Let's walk together. And there's so much that can be done if we work together. So yeah, let's do that. Okay. Saan yung tissue? Ano ba yan? Okay.
pwede
Okay.
mag-vlog. Bigla
Group
nag-vlog.
hug! Group hug! Okay. And I bet, like, this is just so interesting kasi parang, syempre you're just talking to the screen, pero parang, I mean, also there are a lot of people like hugging you virtually. And it's so amazing because it's a different feeling. But hey, you know what? There's always a first time for everything. So Thank you for being brave tonight, Joey. Thank you.
So,
Thank you. Thank you
Thank you
so
for the
much.
opportunity.
Absolutely. I hope that you join us again for We Poetry. We'll definitely welcome you over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Oh, I'm stuck.
So thank you so much, and from Joey's journey of strength from within, we'll be going to our next poet. So thank you so much, Joey.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye, dear, and I'll see you soon. So now, from Joey's amazing light that umabot siya sa akin, in some obscure location here in the Philippines. We're going to go to our next poet, and this next poet, um, it's interesting kasi when I met her, she's very bubbly, but there's a calm bubbliness about her. And then when I read her work, because her works are on Tumblr, was it Tumblr? Wattpad. It was Wattpad, and I was like, wait, is this the same person? And that's the power of poetry, because it the words can just animate itself according to who's receiving the words. So from the Philippines, let's all welcome Sandra Corocota. Hello, Sandra.
What's up, man?
Sandra. Oh, hi. How
Hi,
are you,
Kuya.
Corregidor? Hi. Kamusta?
I'm
So
back. I'm
I miss
back.
you. I'm back. She's back, guys. So, ah, ang tanong lang, mananakit ka? O, ano to, maghihilom ba tayo ngayon? Ano mangyari?
Um, Supposedly, yung poem na inihanda ko for this is about mental health. And since Zoe already talked about it, I switched agad-agad. As of this moment, iba na yung iniisip kong
Oh,
i-perform. Ano na lang siya siguro about woman empowerment.
love it.
Because
Let's
you know
take
me,
it.
kuya. You know me. Alam mo
Yeah.
gaano ka-intimate yung relationship ko sa woman empowerment, and then kung gaano ka-intimate yung relationship ko sa poem na ginagawa ko about being a woman, that it's okay to be confident, it's okay to feel something. So, yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Yes. Handang-handa na po tayo ngayon para kay Sandra Corocoto. At bago po siya tumula, mabuhay po ang kababaihan
Wow.
saan man sa mundo.
That's true. So, ito na. Hindi ikaw ang maghuhusga sa kanya. Pagkatapos ligawan, papangakuan ng mga di matatapos na kaligayahan, pag makuha na yung oo, ay ibabandera at ipapangalandakan na parang isang tropeyo upang sambahin na parang alito, biglang isasantabi at pagsasawaan. Sandali pa iiwanan na lang ng napakaraming katanungan. Hindi siya isang laruan. Hindi isang porno na gagawin mong para usahin. Isang alipin na ikaw ang magsasabi kung kailan mo bibihisan. Hindi isang manikan na dali-dali mong mahuhubaran. Mahalaga sa kanyang bestida. Ang walang tinta sa kanyang mga labi at ang mga palamuti sa kanyang tenga. Sino ka para usigin ang kanyang dangal at sukatin ito gamit ng inyong mga estadong dadangkal. Hindi siya isang preso upang ikulong mo sa mga palaisipan ng kung ano lang ang katanggap-tanggap sa mga mata mo. Hindi siya katulong para gawin mong taga-ayos ng gusot sa buhay mo. Hindi siya isang puno na hindi puno ang kanyang mga braso upang tagain mo ng suntok. Hindi gulong ang kanyang mga binte upang punuin mo ng sipa habang naghihimotok. Isa man siyang Magdalena na iniibig ng mga malilibog na mata sa gabi, o isang Maria Clarang nagkukubli sa ilalim ng Filipinyanang nirehas na sa napakatagal na panahon. Marahil, isa lang siyang payak na mamamayan din, humihingi ng pag-intindi, gutom sa karapatan, lumalaban din kahit nasasaktan. Hindi ang laman sa pagitan ng kanyang mga hita ang magiging hurado. Hindi niya kailangan ng mga ilustrado upang yakapin ang kanyang kakayahan. Hindi ang haba o ikli ng kanyang palda ang batayan upang irespeto. Hindi ang kulay o kinit ng kanyang balat ang makakapagsabi kung kaaya-aya ba siyang tingnan. Wala sa hugis ng kanyang balakang o sa lakas ng kanyang daing tuwing inaangkin. Kaya hindi ikaw. Hindi ikaw maghuhusga sa kanya. That's it. Hello, Kuya? Hello?
Wait lang. Ito nga, sinasabi ko talaga sa mga tao, bakit walang memo talaga yung mga ganyang mga tula ngayon? Okay, alright. Okay. Alam mo, ang ganda nung bato kasi ang talim nung mga salita, pero yung tono, sobrang ang lambot ng parang alam mo yun yung unan, parang ibibigay sa yung unan, tapos merong espada. Ganon. Ganon yung dating sa akin. ang sarap pakinggan ng isang katotohanan. Katulad doon kay Joey kanina, sa'yo, iba yung, kasi lahat tayo may kanya-kanyang istorya. Kaya yung storya ng, yung storya mo, sobrang, ano siya, it's a unique imprint for everyone. So, like for you, ano ba ang sa tingin mo, ano yung, what's the most important role now of women, especially after COVID-19?
Well, aside from, of course, ang alam ko marami kasing mga medical practitioner is babae. Aside from that, siguro, kasi diba, yung babae, we can, the emotional, parang sa emotional side, mas nababalance namin yun. So, for everyone na may COVID man o wala, who's been affected sa nangyari, I think para sa akin, girls are good, women, are good listeners. So, pwede kaming kakwentuhan or something like that. So, yun. Yeah.
Actually, people don't realize that you don't need to do big things. It doesn't make you a greater person. Like sometimes you just need an ear to be lent for a few minutes or even seconds even. So actually, totoo, no? Yung parang handa kayo palaging makinig.
That's true. Well,
when
I wrote the poem, sorry, Kuya.
No, go. Ayos lang.
Ayun, I just want to share something about the poem. Kasi when I wrote it, gumising ako isang morning, and then nagpunta ako sa CR, and kumarap ako sa laming, I was crying, and I was apologizing to myself. And after that, I wrote the poem, and I'm like, dapat hindi ganito yung maranasan ng ibang babae. Dapat hindi dumating sa ganitong punto yung mga babae na magsusorry ka sa sarili mo dahil sa mga nangyari sa'yo. Alam mo yung parang magsusorry ka because you're fat, magsusorry ka because you're, alam mo yun, parang you're not that structured, hindi ka supermodel, parang ganyan, parang you feel sorry for yourself. And I don't think it's nice. Parang, kasi tumating ako sa point na yun, na parang, until now, parang the confidence is not there anymore. And I used to be confident. I used to feel good about myself. I used to feel pretty. But now, I don't feel like it anymore. And I hate it that I'm sorry about it. I hate it that I'm saying sorry to other people about it because I should not. That's why
Mm.
this moment is like a reminder to myself na I should not be sorry to anyone for being myself. If I'm if tumaba man ako or pumayat man ako or lumaki man yung hita ko, I should not be sorry for it because I love what I did. I love eating. I love slacking off. I love working. So,
Like
yeah. So
it's really appreciating oneself. I mean,
that's
both the darkness and the light, pretty much, no?
that's so cool, yeah.
And I mean, it shows in the poem, and it shows in your voice, and also your aura as well. That like this is me. And like if you don't love this, then that's not really my problem because I love who I am. Yung may ganun kang aura ngayon, and I
That's
love it. I love it. I love it. It's very refreshing. Kasi alam natin ng storya, no?
ha? Huwag ka na.
Ganon. Okay.
Nul,
I,
wala.
I miss you.
I
But
miss you more.
like I miss those times, and we'll definitely have those times again and again and again. And we'll this we poetry, this is not gonna be only for COVID, okay? We poetry is gonna continue even after the COVID crisis. We will bring together poets from all over the world to share who they are in this stage. So, and thank you for being part of the episode one. Thank you so much. At babalik tayo ha.
Yeah.
Balik tayo. Ayan. Sige, next week, baka gusto mo. We'll be opening our slots starting tomorrow, actually. So check out our social media pages because we are going to be opening for the open mic slots. And sabi ko nga kanina, balita ko, uh, balita ko daw kasi tungkol daw sa ano yan, heartbreak. So, ayun, ano sabi? Sino
Yeah.
nagsasalita?
Yeah, count me in.
Yung nagsasalita, hindi ko alam. Sino ba yun? Who's that? I don't know, like, I think there's, no, 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 I don't think so. So anyway, thank you so much, Sandra. And she is,
yeah.
thank you. You're welcome, you're welcome. Super. And we'll have you again and again and again and again. And from the Philippines, if I'm not mistaken, we will fly again to Singapore. Napapadalas ang ating Singapore. So we're frequenting Singapore nowadays. So and from Sandra, we will go to a poet that I have met for the first time. Interesting, in a mental health event. And it was called Carnival of Poetry in Singapore, and I performed there at Singlet Station. And I met her there, and she is, for me, a fantastic, a very raw emotions in her poetry, and she is a migrant worker in Singapore, and representing every single person who dreams of a better future, not just for herself or himself, but for people that he or she loves. So let's all welcome live from Singapore, Celine. Hi, Celine. Oh, boom.
Hi! Grabe naman.
Hello, Celine.
Hi! Grabe naman yung introduction mo, sir. Diyan ka.
Sir, may kabayo ako. Can you fix your sound, ano pala, your sound connection? There's a bit of, no, I think the cord. I think there's a problem with the cord. Maybe unplug it and then plug it back again.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna get her back. Let's see. There we go. Much better. It's
Okay.
now crystal clear. All right, we're gonna have a clear connection here with Celine. And how's Singapore, by the way? I know that.
Uh, there's a lot of events turned down and
Yeah.
lockdown. We cannot go out. We cannot do some big events. There's no group performance and everything. Stay at
I,
home and be safe.
yes, that's the most important thing, guys, and girls.
Yeah,
It's about keeping your health um, guarded, and we'll get through this together for sure.
yeah. Let's pray for it.
Absolutely. So, Celine,
Mm,
we are ready for you. So, give it to us. This poem from Singapore by Filipino migrant worker Celine.
okay. The title is Letting Go. I've seen your agony. You being patient, sobbing silently, hugging yourself. Everything is falling and breaking until the decision of letting go and cut the rope that you're holding. Ending everything is not that easy. Courage is what you really need. Start pulling yourself and say it. It doesn't feel like now, but everything will be fine. I know you are tired. You've endured so much. It's bleeding. Incurable pain consumes you. It seems you're fighting, but did it change? Yeah, you tried, but there was no difference. And you knew it. You've been doing this for all these years, and nothing happened. No more tears to roll in your face. You both wanted peace to protect to protect the peace. Life started to orbit a new surface. Life life is everything that you had. The love that you had never been the same, but the love is still there. It's okay, my dear. You'll get this through. It is a challenge. Embrace the pain. It will slowly fade. It will come to an end. And another one, its title is Walk With Me. I can feel the pain inside. It's bleeding. I try to wipe, and there's a hole that I saw. My dear, you don't have to hide. I'm here to hug you tight. Leave your worries. Rest that very minds. Give me your hands. Let's walk together. As we walk, you'll feel greater. Your darkness is nothing. Your agony will leave you. Believe me, it's true. Open your eyes. Feel your heart. Your beautiful soul will never be in the dark. Let thy rope flew to a place where there is without you. Create a new version of you. Let your tears fall. Let this pain fade. I know it's been hard. Your heart become numb. Allow me to give you a home, a place where you belong, where, with a loving soul to pull you closer, to stay inside and be, please be mine. Thank you. I just did that.
All right, Celine. It's so interesting because like I know that um I mean we just met October,
Yeah.
um and the thing is like it's not about longevity as I said earlier, it's about the depth. Ang lalim, hindi haba.
Mm,
Uh at hindi alam ng mga tao na syempre nagkasama tayo dun sa what is that, nung dinala mo ako dun sa isang
Tupayo.
place. Topayo. Yes.
Uh,
That
yeah,
was
yeah,
so nice. Thank you for bringing me there. Kasi sobrang like, I felt really, really connected with the migrant workers that I
mm-hmm,
met there.
yeah,
Um, and we just need to give them the space and the platform for them to really express, I think.
yeah, maybe. And I would like to thank you for bringing me to Chinatown, walk around, and show me the nice place of Singapore. Even though I live here for 6 years, I didn't see us.
Thank
Yes,
you too. Thank you for saying yes, and thank you for helping with my goodness, I mean the relief operations for Taal, it got delivered, and we were so happy about what happened there. We helped a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's the most important thing. And now, actually, thank you for actually reminding me, because next week we're just finishing some partnerships right now for We Poetry. Because starting next week, we're in gonna be in a full partnership for donations from one of the largest organizations in the Philippines.
Wow.
So we'll be sharing that so people can share more, so we can save more lives.
Okay.
So
So inform me then I can do what I can to help again, and I'm happy
thank
to do that.
you. And we would
Welcome.
love and we would love to have more of your poetry, and you're making a lot of poems nowadays, and I love it.
Oh, thank
Thank you,
you.
thank you, thank
I'm still practicing.
you. Yes. I mean, just write and write and write and write and write. And I think that's something that a lot of people who are still starting in poetry can learn from. It's about just write and write,
Mm,
and
mm.
you know,
Yeah, and then you have to hurt yourself so that you can write some more. Hurt your
I
feelings.
mean, you can express and share. I mean, even
Yeah,
if it hurts, no?
yeah. You can
Yeah.
heal from it. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
always. And I'll see you back in Singapore.
Okay,
Uh,
sure.
sure. And we're
Because
gonna
I miss you
have
here.
events. Yes, and say hello to everyone for me there in
Okay.
Singapore.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much,
Okay. Thank you so
Celine.
much.
All right. Woohoo! That's
Bye
Celine.
bye.
Bye bye. That's Celine from Singapore, a migrant worker who is expressing the inner emotions of someone who is away from home. And in these dark times, mental health and peace of mind and the ability to feel still is something that's very, very important. And I want everyone to know anywhere in the world that it's all right to show what you really feel. You don't have to be afraid. So just share it. Just share it. And we poetry is open for you and your heart. So and we can't wait to hear for more stories, your personal and unique stories. So coming from Celine of Singapore, we will be flying back to the Philippines, and our next performer, next artist, is a poet. No, he was actually more of like a singer musician, and then um, um, a secret poet ish, and then he's also a dancer apparently. But I don't know if you're gonna dance tonight. Let's all welcome from, I don't know where you are right now. I don't know if you're in your province or in your Manila, but you're in the Philippines. Let's all welcome Gabby Yabut. Yeah!
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yay!
So again, my name is
Yeah.
Gabby. Hi to everyone who's watching. Again, thank you
Uh,
for this
all right.
platform.
Thank you
Thank you for
actually
having
for
me.
thank you for being brave and just like saying, you know what, this is me, and could I just like say before you like begin,
Hmm?
you are ready for this. Your
What do you mean?
your your production is like, dude, what's that? Sorry, are those like anime
Oh yeah,
posters?
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm a weeb, so I have tons of posters back in high school on my room. So that's One Piece, like Shingeki no Kyojin, and other animes. Yeah.
Awesome sauce. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So I met Gabby in the event at Commune
Yes.
last
Last
year,
year, yeah.
and then yeah, goodness, we were like throwing. I mean, he's one of the poets that I could say I could do a marathon with.
Yeah. I remember
Oh
that. Like all of our
man,
sessions lasted for like hours, and we would just do like impromptu stuff. Oh man, I miss you, man.
goodness. Yeah, miss you too. So I know that I think you've held up a bit words there. So I think we're experiencing some shock. Just get ready, guys, girls. Put some seatbelts on because Gabby Yavut is now gonna take the stage.
Thank you so much. Again, thank you for giving me a platform to perform. The poem that I'll be performing is also about anxiety. So, as Joey started a while ago as well, I would like to resonate with her piece as well. So, I chose this piece too. I came up with this piece like a year ago. Also, I was having a hard time with a lot of ordeals in my life too, and yeah, this started as an impromptu piece, and then someone recorded it, and I transcribed it, and so I kept it, and now I do perform it every now and then during my gigs. Okay, so this is the first time I'm doing this, so this is a bit nerve wracking indeed. All right. So the title of this piece is "If My Anxiety Were to Be a Poem." Okay. One, two, three, four. Mic test sound check. Um, hey, hi, hello. I'm not good with casual small talk. I sometimes speak to myself on my own while I take my walk back home. There's tons of things that I fail to pay attention to. Did I just say there's? I meant to say there are. I lack so many different standard social cues, but I have no actual sickness for me to be able to use as a passable excuse to be excused from this awkward conversation. See, I know that the weather has just been terrible. I can tell that the traffic on your way here was unbearable. There's just something else I want to hear from you, I guess, for you to say something. Be more comfortable if you could just shout it to my ears so that just for once you remember me not by my awkward looks or my out of place and obnoxious references from countless books. I'm sorry. I really want you to try. See, I want you to try to tell me about the time you conquered your fears. You have lived. Tell me about the blinding colors that were once shining from your tears, because you have cried. Tell me about the way you once treasured your childhood friend. Tell me about the twisted pain you felt when that moment in your life had to end, because you have felt that sharp pressure inside your stomach for laughing too much from a joke that you almost choked, and you couldn't stop yourself that you almost had to pee. Tell me about your wildest dreams of countless voyages above and beyond to the skies beyond what our eyes can barely see, breaking through space for all eternity. You've reached constellations that you've always known and believed to have kept guiding you back home. Please, I know some of what I said didn't actually have that much meter, rhythm, or rhyme, but I don't care because I still will continue this poem by asking you to tell me something. Remind me that this life is worth living. Show me what remains locked, kept away, and hidden. Scars left behind by your first bicycle ride. Scars not from accidents, but ones from wounds inflicted by your own hands when you've once felt like you've died inside. Scars from sorrowful memories, tragedies, casualties, incompatibilities, unfair responsibilities. Show me those marks of your innocence, lost like stars in broad daylight, only to be brought back by the darkest, clearest, and loneliest nights, spent lying in bed, with shivers running down your spine, your breath becoming heavier and heavier. And somewhere along the line, you begin to feel the urge to scratch your neck, your flesh and bones. You bury your nails deep down, your flesh and bones, yet you still have no lasting effect of some sort of remedy. Help me. Get me out of this shithole already. Helplessness intensifies as you struggle to fall asleep. You begin to weep as you silently scream in the deepest, darkest corners of your room, stuck in an infinite hellish loop, as time passes by so slow, like EDSA traffic flow. Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, silent. Drowns you as you hear nothing, Ironic as silence drowns you as you hear nothing but the clock ticking, and you feel your soul gradually sinking. And with each painful breath, you wind up thinking, this is not where you want to be. I can do better than this, but they've just given me no chance to breathe. And the very next day, just like how stars are covered by the brightness of day, in that very same way, you function as if you didn't cry yourself to sleep. So tell me something to finally believe in chances, instances that assert that being here tomorrow is still something to look forward to. That there are a lot of other exciting things other than an unexpected deja vu. Give me even just a fleeting feeling that I can hold on to. God, let me hear it from someone else other than myself so that I can finally, peacefully sleep on my own bed without wishing that I'd somehow wind up dead along with all of the dreams that I've given up. So tell me a bald-faced lie and make it good. Make it believable enough to make me consider that things are still working as they should, because should they be truthful? I'm afraid that tonight I won't be able to sleep a wink because there's just no more space left for me to sink. Thank you. That was if my anxiety were to be a poem. So yeah, I entitled that "Tell Me Something" before, and yeah, I kind of changed the title.
Oh, Gabby Abut. Please, ladies and gentlemen, the claps everywhere around the world. My goodness. Like, I miss how you construct your poems. It's very unique to you. I mean, you do know that, right?
No, you. Thank you for that. I I didn't know that. I feel like I've borrowed some of the poet's style, at least, like the references that I use. But yeah, I do believe though that we all have like our unique way of poetry and writing. But yeah, thank you for that. That really means a lot to me, especially coming from
Yeah.
Lacan. Oh man. Oh. Okay. Okay. You go on.
Okay. All right. But like for me, it's about. I mean, when people say, you're stealing my line. Like for me, I mean, it's different when it is like a published work and you totally plagiarize, right? But like style is different. I think anybody can maybe not borrow, but maybe get inspired by another poet's
Yes,
style.
definitely. Because you're one of my inspirations. So,
Oh, thank you,
so
thank
yeah.
you. Okay, I'm melting right now. Good Lord, give me strength. Is there like a bucket somewhere? But
I have a mug. I have a cup. You want to?
oh, there we go. Nice one. Oh my goodness. I remember we had that Wang San session. It was like, I don't know, for 2 plus 3. God, I can't even remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like
Yeah.
straight up impromptu, and
Yes.
it was
Yes.
really, really, really. Well, after this entire COVID thing crisis is lifted, then we'll get back to that.
Oh, definitely, definitely. I'm very looking forward to our sessions again. Those were really nice and intense. Like, crazy.
Awesome sauce. Okay, so I do have a request.
Oh yeah, sure. What's your request?
I know that you are equipped because it's saying hi to me somewhere inside your room. Um, I think it would be so awesome if we end because you're the last
Yeah.
live performer for tonight. So if we can have a union of poetry and music.
Oh, sure, sure, sure. You want me to like play something while you do poetry?
Uh, no, I would love you to like do poetry and music.
Oh, you want me to sing? Like,
Sing and do poetry. Okay, me being like Lakan, I do that.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I have my guitar here. It's yeah, sure. I can do that. Just
All
tell me
right.
what to do.
Okay. All right. Okay. So while he okay, so you see the guitar was just right behind him. I guess I
Yeah, I
just
was
said.
playing a while ago. So
I sensed it. The guitar was like telling me, "Oh, by the way, I'm just right behind him." I was like, "Oh yeah, I noticed." felt. So yeah, let I mean I would love to hear a point of view from you, which is, of course, there's this social distancing,
Uh-huh.
this quarantine. We can't really like be with the people that we love as much as
Yeah,
we.
yeah.
So maybe a poem and a song that you think that really embodies your being or your message to everyone.
Okay. So something for social distancing. So let me get this like clear. So something for social distancing with guitar. So it's like a
Yeah.
song with poetry
Yeah.
and like okay, so this is all impromptu. All right.
Yeah. No, man.
Let me come up with something. Give me like a minute.
Craziness.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. All right, all right. I'll come up with something.
All right. Um, while you're doing that, I
Yeah.
just want to say, while you're doing that, I just want to like say, by the way, Top Cesara, just in case you are watching, yes, we will. Apparently, we will continue this tradition because last week we did this, but it was more of like him creating a song on the spot, and then I did poetry. But like, then
Wow.
again, but then again, I think that you can definitely own this both art forms right now. So
Yeah. I do enjoy like our sessions, like just jamming together, even if it's
yep,
not live and everything. So it's kind of no different from that, like the way we do things. And yeah, so thank
true,
you. Thank you for that. Thank you for believing in me.
absolutely. Go for it.
Can you see the spaces between us, dear?